E aí galera, tudo beleza? Dia 29 aí de outubro, lançamento do Red Dead RREDEMPTION 1 para PC. Eu já joguei esse game no Xbox 360, no PlayStation 3 e agora eu vou jogar ele no PC. Eu tô aqui com o meu controle do Nintendo Switch e arrumei um microfone também para ver se melhora a qualidade para vocês. Vou comprar um, tá? Se alguém souber de algum para me indicar, fique à vontade para deixar nos comentários. E vamos lá, né? Aqui quem vos fala é o Lorde. Bora para essa gameplay. Não esqueça de se inscrever, curtir e, se possível, comentar para ajudar no engajamento do canal. Quem jogou o Red Dead 2 conhece muito bem aqueles dois sujeitos, né? A gente Milton e a gente gosta.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. But John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Eu acredito que a gravação desse vídeo vai estar melhor daquele... Opa, tudo bem? Eu tava gravando pelo gravador genuíno do Windows, daí me indicaram o OBS, que grava em 60 frames e 4K. Eu acredito que vai melhorar muito a qualidade do vídeo pra vocês aí.
Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail. Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust. Whoa there. Whoa there. So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. All kinds of soldiers around back then.
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now. You'll see the fort when you get to the top of this hill. Giddy up.
Bem bonito o game, né?
Easy.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Eu tô sentindo o game um pouco seriado, mas eu acho que é por conta que eu não atualizei o driver da minha placa. Próximo gameplay eu acredito que vai estar um pouco melhor. Mas tá bem bonito o game, andando 60 frames lisos, pelo que eu pude perceber aqui. E eu também vou trazer série do game na DLC Dead Nightmare.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Essa é a primeira vez que eu tô jogando após o Red Dead 2. E é incrível como que a história tá se encaixando muito bem. Coisa incrível mesmo.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Pra quem jogou o 2, né? A visão que eu tinha do John no Red Dead 2 é que ele ficou um pouco apagado ali pelo arco, pela hora da história, mas eu também sou muito fã do John Marston. Ele é um personagem muito bem construído, carismático e um pouco extrovertido, né?
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Yeah! Come on, then. I'll show you around the property.
Pode ser impressão minha, mas esse cavalo lembra muito o cavalo que o John começa no fígado do Red Dead 2. Pode ser mera coincidência.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Hardware? Nessa época eu vou vender hardware, então.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Come on, Mr. Marston, pick up the pace! That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Easy.
Try to keep up, will you? And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland.
Well, are we going inside? How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Ready, Mr. Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
Realmente eu dormi muita noite.
Whoa! Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Whoa there! Come on! That blood you. Kill those Marston, looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property. Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Come on.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city, become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals. Nice shot!
Come on.
That coyote won't be back. Easy now. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
O sistema de honra do game é um pouco diferente do 2, né? Eu achei bem bonito o game. Céu bem estrelado, brilho, enfim. Só aguardar a galera lançar o mod pack de Ray Tracing. Com textura Full HD. E teremos um remaster no Red Dead.
Oh, Mr. Marston, how are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Let's go!
Yeah! On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. regret your brave words, Miss McFarland.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Vamos lá ver o que o delegado John quer com a gente.
Come on!
Eles podiam ter traduzido aqui as localizações do mapa, né? Árvores grandes, enfim, armadilha. Delegado Johnson, vamos lá. A gameplay tá bem boa aqui, galera. Eu tô jogando com controle americano aqui.
Let's go!
Agora eu posso sempre que eu costumo jogar no computador, ele tá descarregado. Mas nos próximos gameplays eu já retorno com ele. Tava lá no Reddit, tem uma galera que vai fazer um trabalho pra criar gatilhos adaptáveis para esse controle. Vamos ver como que vai ficar. Eu tô achando que a estamina desse cavalo tá muito rápido, né? Poder pegar um cavalo melhor logo no game aqui.
Go!
Vocês estão ganhando lealdade dessa montaria. O escolho dela no momento do vídeo.
Let's go!
Pelo menos aparentemente. Eu joguei esse game no PlayStation 3 que eu comentei. E pra época era um game muito à frente, tanto em mecânica, quanto em mapa, história.
Slow up!
Achei muito bacana que chegou pro computador agora essa versão aí. Jogar 60 frames é uma experiência bem diferente para esse game. Que maravilha. Chama dinheiro aqui. Bom, esse aqui é o cemitério. Tem um clima até que um pouco bizarro esse lugar aqui. Eita porra.
That's your luck, yeah!
You saved my life, mister. Here, please take this.
It's all right. Don't mention it.
Unbelievable.
Everything all right, madam?
It's Miss. Oh. Oh, let me look at you. My gentleman caller. You remind me of my Peter. Have you seen him?
I don't think so.
Where is that man? will be late for the ceremony. He must still be at the saloon in Armadillo, talking to the musicians. He's such a fine man. Must be making things right for me, as usual.
Well, I gotta get going, ma'am. I'm sure your Peter will be just fine.
Wait, I beg you. Would you possibly go fetch him for me? This was meant to be my perfect day. Please, sir. Something must have happened. I can't bear it.
So you want me to go find your Peter so you can have a perfect day?
Yes, please, sir.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh. Must still be in Armadillo. Come on. Look for him.
Aparentemente essa mulher tá meio confusa, né? Tá esperando uma cerimônia, um lugar ali que tá totalmente deplorável. Não vai ter dia perfeito pra você, senhorita. Inclusive tem uma curiosidade dessa mulher aí, porque quando eu joguei a primeira vez, eu lembro que ela aparecia morta depois quando ela se não é Dead Night.
Hello?
Hello. Aparentemente não tem nada pra gente aqui. De fato. Não tem nada para nós.
Come on!
Aquela mulher foi pra gente conversar com o pianista. Vamos verificar com ele se ele sabe do paradeiro do Peter.
Pardon. You can make good money for good. I've been hearing that.
Just so you know, I don't take requests, mister.
I'm looking for a man. Name's Peter. Fella's meant to get married today. Seen him around?
Who?
Peter, is what she said.
You ain't after no Pete Turner, are you?
For all I know. Where can I find him?
Well, my memory escapes me when not properly stimulated.
And let's see if we can refresh it.
$5 will do. Or you could run a little errand for me.
What do you need done?
It's my wife. She packed her things this morning and left me. The dumb wench is still at the freight station waiting for the stagecoach. If you could convince her to take me back. Her name's Rose.
I guess I'll go have a talk with her.
Now, you'll need more than talk with that bitch.
Here, this might loosen your tongue.
Truth is, Pete Turner ain't been in Armadillo for near on 20 years now. Kind of a queer fella and all. Wasn't here every night. Sure as the moon in the sky.
What happened to him?
Well, what happens to all of us? I reckon you'll find him at Odd Fella's Rest. Yep. that's where he'd be, I'd guess.
Excuse me.
Hey, watch your step, buddy.
Uma coisa que a gente pode notar aqui é que as missões secundárias elas são bem interessantes, não como na maioria dos games atuais, né? Que são pura encheção de linguiça.
Jim Murphy don't put his name to a gun he don't believe in.
Hey, partner.
We got the Second Amendment for a reason, don't we? Well, I'm always after items of quality. That's a fine deal.
That's what I need. Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
So who we looking for?
A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. The way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Come on. Walton's as bad as you say he is. Why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. House. Let's stop so we can get a better look.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Take cover behind that wagon to your right.
There's one behind the crate. You're shooting fresh air there, boy.
I'll gun down the lot of them.
Watch out for that bastard behind the rock. I got you, boy. Make a move for that boulder. My God. Look out. There's one behind you.
Cover behind the outhouse. Careful, there may be more of them.
You couldn't hit a fool's ass with a bag full of banjos.
Don't you move, friend.
I'm aiming at somebody, goddammit. Just Walton left now. Try to take him alive. Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Come on.
Então, galera, essa gameplay ficou bem longa, né? Um pouco mais do que eu costumo trazer aqui pra vocês. Mas espero que tenham gostado. Eu acredito que essa gameplay ficou um pouco melhor do que a que eu estava fazendo no Black Ops 6. E ainda está buscando melhorar. Deixem sugestões, dicas, críticas construtivas. Estou aberto a todas essas três pautas. Enfim, o vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Curta, comenta, compartilha. E o mais importante, se inscreva no canal. Falou!